WIXQ is owned by Millersville University and operated by the students as an extracurricular activity. The opinions expressed on air are those of the DJs and do not reflect the views of WIXQ or its staff. Seize the airwaves with WIXQ 91.7 FM The Ville. Radical, renowned, real college radio. Oh yeah!
We are back here on the air here on WIXQ 91.7 FM. It is time for our sports segment. Frank will be sitting out this one because he doesn't want to participate. So
It's exempt sports.
okay, well, let me give you a little update on what two teams are going to the Super Bowl this year. So we're going to do the Super Bowl first. The two teams that are going to the Super Bowl this year are the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams.
Oh, okay.
You've never heard of those names,
No,
have you? The Patriots, I'm sure. I'm sure
No, I've heard of them.
you've heard of the Rams.
Yes, I have. I'm not.
Okay.
I don't live under a rock.
Okay.
Apparently, you think I do, but I don't.
Smell what the Rock is cooking. So, so the Patriots and the Rams will be going to the Super Bowl. Once again, they've faced off before in 2001. That was the year that Tom Brady won his first Super Bowl. And here he is, 19 years later, going to the Super Bowl with the same team, facing a younger quarterback. Jared Goff is he's in his third season, and Sean McVay, 33 years old, head coach. This is the largest age gap between head coaches between Sean McVay and Bill Belichick himself. I'm going to say it now, okay? A lot of people hate the Patriots. And you know what? I love them. Tom Brady, everybody hates him. But you know what? I respect Tom. I think he's the GOAT. Joe Montana, he could sit in the bench on second place because Tom Brady will take you to the Super Bowl. He's going to win it. I think their Patriots are going to pull it off and get that sixth Super Bowl, tie it up with Pittsburgh there. 6 Super Bowl rings, and Tom Brady is single-handedly, well, it's going to have to be 2 hands for him. 6 Super Bowl rings, 1 for the thumb. So I think the Patriots are going to pull it off and beat the Los Angeles Rams at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium there in Atlanta. And I think it's going to be a close score, though. I think that Los Angeles is going to keep it close on defense, but Tom Brady is going to win the MVP for the game. I think the final score, Frank, I want you to give a final score, not knowing anything about sports, all right? You know what? Give a final score first before I do, because I don't want to swerve you.
Okay.
What do you think the final score of the game is going to be?
33-14.
Okay, you know what? That's not unrealistic. Who's going to win the game?
I think Patriots.
You think the Patriots going to win that game?
I think so.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go with my final score, okay? I'm going to give it 21-17, okay? I think that's going to be the final score. Both offenses are pretty stout. A lot of people were bashing on the Patriots, but I think that they have a stellar run game with having Sony Michel and having, so much that they could do with him being a rookie this year. And, Tom Brady can do so much with the passing game itself, having so many options. Chris Hogan, Julian Edelman, they can do so much with that passing game. Rob Gronkowski, you can never forget him. They can also get the running backs included as well, and they also have Rex Burkhead to be that power horse there through the running game whenever Sony Michel needs to take a break, if anything. The Rams, however, Sean McVay is a mastermind when it comes to creating the offensive scheme for Jared Goff. That's what Jared Goff has always needed since he came into the league. Jeff Fisher has been unfortunately a waste of Jared Goff's talent coming into the league. But the Rams have put so much together, dropping so much financially into the offense as well as the defense, getting Ndamukong Suh and paying Aaron Donald finally over the course of the offseason. But I think that crazy Bill Belichick is going to find a way to get that scheme put together to keep the Rams from outscoring them and the final score being 21-17. So Tom Brady, 6 Super Bowl rings. Tom Brady's going to be the GOAT at the end of the day. Still love Tom. Still love the Patriots. Everyone else, you can get your own radio show to express your opinions on that. But you know what? I'll always listen to them. Okay. With that being said, I would also like to discuss about the prices in food. Frank, I think you'd be interested in this one.
Oh, I heard about this.
Did you hear about this?
About the stadium food?
Yeah, the stadium food prices.
Yes.
Have you seen this?
Yeah, because what I heard about was like the even though the tickets are expensive at the venue, the food is supposed to be rather cheap, I heard. So that's interesting.
Oh, well, I'm going to list out the prices for you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So, this is also the same stadium that has a Chick-fil-A built inside. Well, I'm sure you
but
didn't know
here's
that.
the thing.
It's Sunday. But you know what? When they have Thursday night games, they're open. I'll tell you what, okay? Mercedes-Benz Stadium is going to have some cheap prices on food. So, here is a list of them. You tell me what you think about them, okay? So, if I can make the screen a little bigger, I would, but it's a little too far for me. So, let me try to read this as best as possible. Okay. So, you got the Coca-Cola refillable cup, $2. All right, refillable. It's a key word there. Hot dogs, $2. I know you hate hot dogs, but you know what?
You know what? I actually don't mind a hot dog. These
Okay.
days, sometimes it depends on the day.
All right. $2 for a hot dog, $3 for waffle fries. We also got $5 for a Bud Light draft beer. That's pretty cheap for having beer at a sporting event. You know, they can usually sell that for about $7, $8, $9.
That's reasonable.
$7, $8, $9? $5 is reasonable. All right, we also got the $2 water bottles, Dasani. You got your $2 popcorn, $3 pizza slice. We also have your $5 cheeseburgers, $2 pretzels, $3 nachos with cheese.
Yeah.
We also have your $4 souvenir refillable cup.
Only
in
$4 for.
Yep.
Wow.
Put in the extra $2, you get a refillable souvenir cup, and not just the Coca-Cola cup. And $6 for the chicken tender basket with fries.
Oh, those are my favorites.
So I think these prices are fairly
that's
fair.
That's reasonable.
That's
me.
reasonable.
Yeah.
I think it's reasonable.
For a Super Bowl game, that's reasonable.
Oh yeah, but I'll tell you what, there are still tickets on sale for the Super Bowl, and this just makes it, you know, more logical to get a Super Bowl ticket because you know the food's going to be cheap. So we have 1,451 tickets left, as low as $3,060.
Yeah.
You know what? That's chunk change right there. So, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta. It's going to be Super Bowl on February 3rd. And you know what? We have a radio meeting that day.
On the 3rd?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to say something because I'm not going to lie. I'm willing to take a strike to not be here for the meeting because it's the Super Bowl.
True.
Super Bowl's like a holiday.
Yeah.
They should play the Super Bowl on a Saturday, though.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people will be willing to stay up and regret everything on Sunday. So that's how I feel about it. Along with that, you know nothing about this. You probably don't care. But the New Orleans Saints lost the game against the Rams. Have you heard anything about that?
I think so.
Okay, well, there's a pass. There was a pass interference that was not called, and it was the reason the Rams winning the game to go to the Super Bowl. You know, every play has a factor, but that was one of the plays that factored into that result of the game. And because of it, the New Orleans Saints fans are filing a lawsuit and putting up billboards to have the end of the game replayed for them to figure out. It's stupid. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's too late.
Yeah, it's too late. It's already been done.
You think about it like this, too. Everybody wants to cry about it. Everybody wants to complain about it. I'm trying to be, at the same time, think about the words that are going through my head, and I don't want to say the wrong words here because we're on the air. FCC regulations. Mm-hmm. But complaining about it. It's not even just one play that causes you to lose a game. You had a total of 4 quarters to win a game. Mm-hmm. It's not the end of the game, the last 2, 3, 4 minutes.
I mean, they had
makes you lose the game.
Of time.
You had a whole hour combined to win that game. There's 15 minutes in the quarter. You had a whole hour
exactly
to get through that game. But it's the way they're going to do it. And lastly, for our sports segment here, to close us out, because in about 10 to 15 minutes we're going to do the movie segment, okay? We have the Baseball Hall of Fame results put in. So we have 4 players that are going to be enshrined into Cooperstown for the Baseball Hall of Fame this year. The very first unanimous decision for the Baseball Hall of Fame, Mariano Rivera, the former closer for the New York Yankees, he is nicknamed the Sandman. and we're going to play the Sandman in a little bit, but he had 100% voting for him to get into the Hall of Fame. Bless you over there.
Thank you.
That's a strike. The next closest to being too unanimous was before that, Ken Griffey Jr. in 2016 had a 99.3%. He had 437 out of 440 votes. Other candidates who will be going to the Hall of Fame, Roy Halladay, who tragically did pass away in 2018. He will be going to the Hall of Fame with 85%. Also have Edgar Martinez, former DH star, will be going into the Hall of Fame with 85% as well. And Mike Mussina will be going to the Hall of Fame with a 76% voting to get him in. And to also say it, you have to have at least 75% to get you into the Hall of Fame. Roger Clemens and Barry Bonds will not be going to the Hall of Fame this year. Both of them received 59% of the votings, and a lot of people are still salty about it. So I think Pete Rose should eventually get reinstated into the MLB and given a chance to get back into the Hall of Fame. So, with that being said, that's going to be our sports segment. Wanted to spend more time on the Super Bowl. Also, check out the Royal Rumble, which will be happening this Sunday there at Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. The Royal Rumble will be taking place 7 p.m. Check your local listings, WWE Network. So, here we go. Back with a little more music. We'll hit a commercial then. In about 10 minutes, we'll come back, and you will not want to miss this. Friday Night Spotlights at the movies. Frank is going to give us a synopsis on both movies that are coming out this Friday. So stay tuned with us here on WIXQ 91.7 FM. You're listening to What a Savage. We are back here on the air here in WIXQ 91.7 FM. You are listening to What a Savage. And you know what, Frank? It is time for Friday Night Spotlights at the movies. So go ahead. Give us the two movies that are coming out this Friday.
All right. So the first movie is called Serenity. It stars Matthew McConaughey, Anne Hathaway, and Jason Clarke. And the description says, from the creative mind of Oscar nominee Stephen Knight comes a daringly original, sexy, stylized thriller. Baker Dill is a fishing boat captain leading tours off a tranquil tropical enclave called Plymouth Island. His quiet life is shattered, however, when his ex-wife Karen tracks him down with a desperate plea for help. She begs Dill to save her and their young son from her new violent husband by taking him out to sea on a fishing excursion, only to throw him to the sharks and leave him for dead. Karen's appearance thrusts Dill back into a life he tried to forget, and as he struggles between right and wrong, his world is plunged into a new reality that may not be all that it seems. Interesting.
Would you go see it?
I mean, by the sound of this, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's like a horror or a thriller. It seems like, or maybe just like drama. I can't really tell what it is by the plot, but I would have to see it to find out, I guess.
I'll be honest, I was not listening the whole entire time you were reading that.
Were.
So, you know what? Just because Matthew McConaughey's in it, I will go see it. But
Okay.
other than that, that is the only thing that, I heard of you speaking that whole entire time.
Okay.
That was the only thing I heard. So, that's all I got to say about that one. What is the next movie?
The last movie is called The Kid Who Would Be King. Stars Rebecca Ferguson, Tom Taylor, Patrick Stewart. I don't know who those people are, but it says a band of young kids embark on an epic quest to thwart a medieval menace. That's a big no.
That's it? That's all it says?
That's all it says. That's all I have for that.
That's all it says?
That's all it says. I'm not kidding. I can show you right here. That's all it says.
Are you sure there isn't a See More page?
Pretty sure that's all it says.
Read it one more time.
It says a band of young kids embark on an epic quest to thwart a medieval menace.
Okay.
That's all it says.
All right. Well, I don't know. Maybe I would see it. If there was
I'm
nothing better, I'd go see
I'm
it.
not seeing that one.
All right.
I mean, maybe the first one I'd see, but I mean, I don't really have time to go to the movies because, one, I have like things to do, and two, I mean, I feel like I don't.
What things do you have to do? Says the one who doesn't have an exciting life, can't give me anything for what's going on Andrew Frank segment, but you
At least I
have
give you
things
stuff
to
I
do.
give you stuff to do.
What things would you possibly have to do that you can't go see that movie?
I mean, I have a job, and that usually takes most of the day. Because usually when I go work, I just like to come home because I'm at work all day on my
What do you
feet.
do at home?
I just watch TV mostly and play on my phone for a bit, and then I take naps.
You're also
can.
leaving out a key activity you do.
Oh, well, I'll go to the gym too.
Oh
but-
no, that wasn't it. I meant watching step videos on your phone.
Yeah, but not
And
all.
you
the
listen to your yeah, come on guys. Right.
Actually, I've been watching a little bit less of that though.
All right. Well, maybe I would go see that movie.
I don't know, I just feel sometimes I feel like the movies is kind of like a dying trend. I mean, it's not as fun as it used to be because I mean back in the day there wasn't Netflix and there wasn't like instant streaming, so I feel like it's kind of changed a little bit throughout the years. It's kind of like when Blockbuster used to be a thing. It's like you would go on like Fridays and you would pick out a movie and then we pick out our popcorn and candy and then we'd just sit at home and watch the movies and then put the bucket in the microwave and then eat the popcorn, watch the movie. I kind of miss those days though.
Well, go to the movie theaters. You won't have to miss them anymore.
Yeah, true. But I mean, oh, did you hear that? They're actually. I heard from a source that there's gonna be a new movie theater like near the mall. Did you hear about this? It's supposed to have like a dine-in like theater. Now this is something that I'd try.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Because you haven't been to the movies for a while, so I'm going to catch you up a little bit on the rest of us in life. Okay? Because you're, good couple centuries behind
Well,
the
we
rest
went
of
to
us.
the movies a couple weeks ago actually. Well, like,
Which movie theater?
Penn Cinema.
Okay. Well, if you've paid attention at Penn Cinema, also at Regal, over by Manor Shopping Center, I guess that's, not good enough for you. They serve food now there. Both of them.
Yeah, but the thing is, they serve food to your seat though. It's like a dine-in theater.
That
'Cause-
sounds stupid.
Wow,
You're
what's
getting
stupid
in the
about that?
way from someone watching a movie.
I mean, maybe it's a different experience. Because I know what you're talking about when they have food at the theater, but like,
Yeah, they have-
that's a totally. But this is like a different concept.
You got your chicken tender basket thing. You got your hot dogs, your pizzas, basically your Super Bowl food right there that you can just get right there at the movies, including
Yeah.
your souvenir cup. So, I don't know about the dine-in idea.
I'm here for it. I think it's a good idea. Although I feel like it's gonna be a little overpriced, but I mean that's kind of what you expect when you go to the movies because they make most of their money on food because the tickets themselves like they don't make a lot of money off of that because that goes to the film companies. So that's why things are the way it is. But it's all right.
Well, I'm still in for the movies. I don't think the movies are a dying thing, but
for now. But I mean, I feel like in the future,
I don't think they're going away at all.
I don't know about that. I could argue against that.
You know what really keeps me going to the movies?
What?
The popcorn.
Well, yeah, because they have good popcorn. Popcorn is good. That's the
You
one
can't-
thing
you
that
can't
is the
get
one
that
thing that
anywhere
makes
else.
me go.
Yeah. The fake stuff at the grocery store, it's not the same thing as that stuff they make at the movie theaters.
Yeah.
So,
Don't buy grocery store popcorn. That is so bad for you.
you know what else is bad for you?
What?
Peanuts and vinegar.
Okay, we're not gonna...
Strike. Didn't think I knew about that? Yeah, that's disgusting. That's a strike for
It was
being
good.
disgusting.
It was good.
So, you know what?
I stand by that.
Well, you're striked anyway.
Well, you can't strike me for having an opinion.
It wasn't an opinion. It was
My
disgusting.
opinion is good. Because you can't say it's disgusting if you haven't tried
How
it.
do you eat that? What do? Dip the whole entire shell in the vinegar and then
No, you break the shell up
Or
and
do you-
you dip the nut into the vinegar and then you eat it. That's how you do
it
it.
sounds disgusting.
It's good.
It sounds like
you
what
should
you
try
do is you just take all the shells, open them all up, all right, grab a whole thing the peanuts in your hand, you throw them in your mouth, and then you take a shot at the vinegar. That seems like something you would
I
do.
don't take a shot of vinegar. That's too strong. You just dip the peanut into the vinegar and then you eat it. That's
So you're
all
telling
it
me you
is.
take this little tiny peanut and dip it into the
Yeah,
vinegar?
yeah, and
That's
then
disgusting.
It's good. Why don't you try it? Maybe you won't be so.
Why
eager
are you
if
putting peanuts in vinegar?
Why not?
What made you think about putting peanuts in vinegar?
Because I thought it would be good. It's a good combo. It's like just like salt and vinegar chips. I mean, why not?
You
Something
seem
new.
like someone that would try to eat a, marshmallow and peanut butter sandwich, but then you wouldn't have marshmallows, so instead you put in mayonnaise because that looks like the closest thing to it.
Okay, that's disgusting, and I would never do that. And who eats marshmallow sandwiches anyway? Marshmallow fluff? That's disgusting. Like, that is the worst thing to put on a sandwich. I don't think it goes well together.
Well,
And I barely even eat PB&J anymore, so I mean, 'cause I just don't make I'm too lazy to make sandwiches.
it's because you're not open to trying new things.
I mean, I've tried it before. It's just
I meant other things.
like
You don't
what?
like sushi.
No,
You've
I
never
have
tried
had
it, have
sushi.
you?
No, I tried it at the beach. Remember?
Really?
We went to the beach and I tried it and I didn't like it. So I tried it and I had my opinion and that's what it is.
You know what's good?
What's
you know what
good?
you should try?
What?
Frog legs. Those are phenomenal.
From where?
Anywhere.
I'll pass on that.
They're good. So let's get back to, we have the top of the hour commercials. We have an hour left in this show.
Yeah, I know.
Time is flying by.
It is.
Tell you what, if I'll tell you something that's going to be happening. 10 o'clock rolls around, I'm going home. I'm going to bed
Oh, me too.
because I got to work tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I have to work tomorrow too.
So we're going to do our top of the hour commercials. The last one. We'll do a little more music, and we'll be back because we also have 2 more segments left in this show.
That's right.
Until we get to our inspirational and uninspirational quote. You will not want to miss this in the next hour. We have 1 hour left in the show, but you won't want to miss
It's
this.
a big hour.
The top 5. The top 5 jobs for Frank and I to do for the rest of our lives. And we also have Frank's Fairy Tales to get you ready to go to bed. You won't want to miss that. So stay here. You can stay up till 10 o'clock.
I got
You
some
have
good
the
stuff
power.
on
You
that.
have the will. You will stay up till 10 o'clock. Stick it here with us here in WIXQ 91.7 FM. You listen to What a Savage.